Have you ever thought a woman might be interested in you, but nothing ever became clear? She didn't flirt, she didn't confess, she was simply there. Sometimes warm, sometimes quiet, sometimes distant enough to make you doubt yourself. Most men assume attraction should be obvious, clear signals, direct moves, undeniable proof. But real attraction, especially for women, rarely announces itself that way. Silence isn't always rejection. Often it's caution, it's awareness, it's emotion waiting to see if it's safe to exist. When a woman likes you, her behavior doesn't become louder, it becomes more deliberate. Her energy shifts when you're around. Her attention sharpens. Her responses carry more weight even when her words don't. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Observe constantly that all things take place by change." Attraction is no different. It doesn't arrive all at once. It reveals itself through small, consistent changes over time. These changes are easy to miss if you're reactive or impatient. They're designed to be noticed by men who stay grounded, who don't rush emotional clarity, who observe before they act. That's why so many men feel confused. They're searching for dramatic gestures while attraction is unfolding quietly right in front of them. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 subtle signs that reveal when a woman secretly likes you, signs rooted in female psychology that most men were never taught to recognize. And the first sign begins with something many men overlook, the quiet power of calm energy. Let's begin. Sign 1. She mirrors your calm energy. The first sign doesn't show up in her words, it shows up in her presence. When you're calm around her, she becomes calmer too. When you speak slowly, she slows down. When you're grounded, her body language softens, her posture adjusts, her tone settles. This isn't imitation, it's alignment. Human beings naturally mirror the emotional state of those they trust and respect. And when a woman begins to mirror your calm, it's a quiet signal that she feels regulated around you. That matters more than attraction based on excitement, because excitement fades, safety stays. Most men misunderstand this. They think attraction comes from being entertaining, impressive, or dominant. But for many women, attraction begins with emotional stability. She's not responding to how much attention you demand. She's responding to how little chaos you bring. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." A man who embodies calm doesn't need to perform it, and that authenticity is deeply magnetic. Pay attention to moments when she subconsciously adjusts herself to your rhythm, when conversations feel slower, easier, less forced, when silence doesn't feel awkward, it feels comfortable. That comfort is not accidental. It means your presence lowers her guard instead of triggering it, and that's a rare experience. Now, here's where many men go wrong. They notice this shift, and then they break it. They become louder, more eager, they start pushing for clarity, and the alignment disappears. If you stay centered, something else happens instead. She moves closer, not emotionally yet, but physically and situationally, which brings us naturally to the next sign. Because once a woman feels calm around you, she starts finding reasons to step into your world. Let's talk about that. Sign 2. She finds reasons to enter your world. Once you understand how energy works, the next sign becomes easier to see. She starts finding reasons to enter your world. Not in dramatic ways, not by declaring interest, but through small, intentional moments. She appears where you happen to be. She comments on something you posted, not flirtatiously, just enough to be present. She asks for help with something she could have handled on her own. To many men, this looks meaningless, random, coincidental. But attraction doesn't move randomly. When a woman is interested, she reduces distance before she reveals emotion. Proximity feels safer than confession. Presence feels safer than risk. She's not manipulating you, she's observing. She's watching how you respond when she steps closer. Are you relaxed or reactive? Centered or eager? Comfortable with her presence or trying to control the outcome? There's an old insight from Seneca that fits perfectly here. He wrote, "He who is brave is free." Emotional freedom allows a man to remain calm when closeness increases, and that calmness is what creates trust. If you rush, she retreats. If you pressure, she closes. But if you remain steady, something interesting happens. She stays. And when these moments repeat, the casual messages, the shared spaces, the small requests, patterns begin to form. Patterns are never accidental. Attraction leaves trails before it reveals itself. So don't ask yourself, why is she here again? Ask a better question. Does she choose to be near me more than she needs to? If the answer is yes, that's not coincidence. That's interest quietly testing emotional ground. And this naturally leads to the next sign, because when a woman chooses proximity, she also begins to pay closer attention. Let's talk about that next. Sign 3. She remembers the small details about you. There's a moment that often goes unnoticed. You mention something casually, a book you read years ago, a place you once lived, a passing thought you didn't think mattered. Weeks later, she brings it up, not to impress you, not to prove anything, just naturally, as if it stayed with her. That's not coincidence. When a woman is emotionally engaged, her memory sharpens around what feels meaningful. She doesn't store facts, she stores emotional impressions, what you value, how you think, what shapes your inner world. This is where many men get confused. They assume attraction is visual first, but for many women, emotional relevance comes before physical intensity. She remembers not because she's trying, she remembers because something about you registered deeply enough to stay. William James, one of the founders of modern psychology, once said, "My experience is what I agree to attend to." Attention reveals interest, and sustained attention is never accidental. Notice what she remembers. Not your job title, not your achievements, but the small things you revealed when you weren't performing. That's where connection lives. And here's the subtle shift that follows. When a woman starts remembering details about you, she's no longer just reacting to you in the moment, she's carrying you with her beyond it. That's a psychological transition. It means you're no longer just present, you're mentally referenced. And once that happens, something else often appears, a change in emotional rhythm. Moments of warmth, followed by moments of distance. Not because interest disappeared, but because it became complicated. And that's where the next sign begins. Sign 4. Her emotions shift between warmth and distance. This is the moment where most men get it wrong. One day she's open, engaged, playful in a way that feels real. The next, she pulls back. She's quieter, more reserved, less emotionally available. And immediately, doubt takes over. Most men assume this means interest is fading, but in many cases, the opposite is true. What you're seeing isn't inconsistency, it's internal negotiation. She's balancing attraction with self-protection, emotion with control, desire with uncertainty. When feelings deepen, awareness increases, and with awareness comes hesitation. Carl Jung once observed, "Where your fear is, there is your task." Emotional distance often appears precisely when attraction becomes meaningful, because meaning creates vulnerability. At this stage, she's watching one thing closely. Not what you say, not what you promise, but how you hold yourself when the emotional temperature changes. Do you chase clarity? Do you demand reassurance? Do you try to pull her back emotionally? Or do you remain centered? A grounded man doesn't punish distance, and he doesn't panic at warmth. He allows space without withdrawing presence. And that response does something powerful. It tells her that emotion is safe here, that closeness doesn't require pressure, that attraction doesn't need to be managed. Ironically, that calm steadiness often shortens the distance she created, because emotional freedom feels rare. And once a woman feels emotionally safe, another shift begins. She doesn't just feel around you anymore. She starts checking how you see her. That's when the final sign appears. Sign 5. She seeks your validation, not your approval. Pay close attention here, because this sign is easy to misunderstand. She starts asking what you think, not in a dramatic way, not desperately, but quietly and with intention. She asks about her outfit, an idea she's considering, something that happened during her day. At first glance, it looks like she's just being polite, or maybe insecure, but that's not what's happening. She's not looking for praise, she's looking for recognition. There's a difference. Approval says, "Tell me I did well." Validation asks, "Do you see me?" When a woman likes you, your perception begins to matter emotionally. Your response becomes a mirror she checks herself against, not because she doubts herself, but because emotional connection creates significance. She wants to know how she exists in your awareness. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Validation isn't about changing who she is, it's about being seen for who she already is. Notice how she listens to your answer, not just the words, but the tone, the presence, whether you're thoughtful or dismissive. A grounded response does something powerful. It tells her that attention doesn't have to be performative here, that she doesn't need to impress you to be acknowledged, and that creates emotional safety. This is also where many men lose the frame. They overcompliment, they rush to reassure, they turn validation into flattery. But calm recognition carries more weight than exaggerated praise. When a woman seeks your validation, it means she's no longer just feeling attraction, she's testing emotional openness. And once all 5 of these signs appear together, the question is no longer whether she likes you. The real question becomes how you choose to respond. And that brings us to the final piece.
Conclusion: the Stoic response. So now you've seen the signs. Not loud gestures, not dramatic confessions, but quiet patterns that repeat themselves over time. A shift in energy, a choice to be near you, a memory that stayed, a pull between warmth and distance, a need to know how you see her. When these signs appear together, the question is no longer, does she like me? The real question becomes, how do I respond without breaking the moment? This is where the Stoic approach matters. A Stoic man doesn't chase emotion. He doesn't demand clarity on his timeline, and he doesn't react to every emotional fluctuation. He observes. He stays grounded. He responds with intention, not impulse. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength is emotional self-control, the ability to remain steady while emotions unfold naturally. This doesn't mean being cold. It means being centered. It means allowing attraction to grow without forcing it, allowing silence without filling it with anxiety, allowing connection without trying to own it. Most men lose attraction not because they lack confidence, but because they rush what hasn't fully formed yet. Calm presence creates space, and space allows truth to surface on its own. So don't look for big gestures. Don't wait for perfect certainty. Watch the quiet signs, the ones that repeat. Because attraction isn't always loud. Often it reveals itself through restraint. If you can learn to read these moments without reacting to them, you'll never have to question interest again. You'll feel it clearly, calmly, without doubt. This is what we explore here on Stoic Wisdom Today. Quiet strength, emotional mastery, clarity without chaos. And remember, the strongest presence in the room is often the calmest one. If this way of seeing the world resonates with you, stay with us. Like, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to Stoic Wisdom Today for more insights on men, women, and the timeless principles of Stoicism. Until next time, stay calm, stay grounded, stay stoic.